How we see life. From a young age, without even realizing it, we're taught to see life as something that must be solved. We learn that every question should have an answer, every problem must be fixed, and every failure must be avoided. Life is presented as a long checklist. School must be completed on time, careers must move forward, and happiness seems like a final destination we are required to reach. With this way of thinking, life begins to feel heavy. We start measuring our worth by how smoothly our lives are going. When our plans fall apart, we feel left behind. When others seem further ahead, we begin to doubt our own path. Slowly, we stop living with awareness and start living with anxiety. We become so focused on chasing the future that we forget to be present in today. We often treat confusion as a sign of weakness, when in fact, confusion is a natural part of the human journey. We get angry when life refuses to give us certainty, as if uncertainty were a mistake. But life never promised clarity. It is within uncertainty that we learn who we truly are, learning patience, humility, and acceptance of the fact that not everything is within our control. When life is treated like a math problem, we begin to force answers before their time. We rush to conclusions, rush to compare ourselves with others, and rush to label ourselves as failures. We forget that life is not a race with the same finish line for everyone. Each person has their own rhythm, their own timing, and their own path. Perhaps what needs to change is not our life circumstances, but our perspective on life itself. Not everything needs to be solved right away. Not every question needs an answer today. There are seasons where our only task is not to understand, but to endure and keep moving forward. When we stop seeing life as a burden to be solved, we begin to give ourselves permission to breathe. We learn that life is not about perfection, but about presence, being fully present in the process, even when that process feels uncertain. And from that presence, meaning slowly begins to grow.
Life does not always need answers. In the journey of life, there are moments when we demand clarity from everything. We want to know why something happened, what caused it, and how to fix it. We believe that understanding everything will bring us peace. Yet, in reality, not everything in life offers the answers we are looking for. There are events that arrive without explanation. There are losses that cannot be reduced to logic. There are failures that cannot be justified by any reason. And at this point, many people feel frustrated because life refuses to follow patterns they can understand. We're used to thinking that if there is no answer, then something must be wrong. But life does not always speak through explanations. Sometimes life speaks through experience, through pain that forces us to pause, through confusion that invites us to reflect, through silence that teaches us to listen to our inner voice. Not everything needs to be solved. Some things simply need to be lived honestly and fully. When we force answers to come too quickly, we often lose the meaning that is meant to grow slowly. We rush to close wounds before we truly understand them. We try to forget before we have learned anything. Yet it is the process that shapes maturity. It is the process that transforms pain into wisdom. Learning to accept that not every question needs an answer is a powerful step in human growth. There are seasons in life where not knowing is not a failure, but a space for becoming. A space to trust that even if we do not understand today, meaning will find its way to us in time. Life does not always ask us to understand. Sometimes life only asks us to endure, to breathe, and to keep moving forward even when the direction is not yet clear. And it is within that acceptance that peace slowly appears, not because we have all the answers, but because we have made peace with the fact that not everything needs one.
The courage to experience life.
To fully experience life requires a kind of courage that is not small. The courage to feel without constantly running away. The courage to stay even when things are uncomfortable. Many people want a beautiful life, but few are prepared for the process, which is often messy and unclear. Yet life rarely comes in neat and easily understood forms. We are often taught to be strong, but rarely taught how to face vulnerability. We are taught to move forward, but not how to pause without feeling guilty. As a result, when life brings us to our lowest points, disappointment, failure, or feeling lost, we feel alone. We think something is wrong with us, when in fact we are living through the most human part of life. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. Courage means continuing to move forward despite fear. It means being honest with our emotions even when it feels uncomfortable. It means keeping our hearts open even after being hurt. To experience life is to give ourselves permission to feel everything. Happiness without guilt, sadness without the pressure to be strong, and confusion without the demand for immediate answers. There are seasons when life does not ask us to run, but to endure silence, to endure uncertainty, to endure when results are not yet visible and efforts feel meaningless. This is where many people give up, not because they are weak, but because they are too harsh on themselves. They forget that endurance itself is a form of courage. Experiencing life also means stopping the habit of comparing our journey with someone else's. Every person carries unseen wounds and unheard struggles. What looks easy from the outside often hides a long and difficult story beneath the surface. When we keep comparing, we close our eyes to the unique process that is shaping us. When we dare to be fully present in failure, in confusion, and in imperfection, life begins to speak to us differently. We begin to learn not from answers, but from experience. We learn that pain does not always come to destroy us, but often comes to slow us down so we can look deeper. To experience life means accepting that not every day will feel strong. There are days when simply getting out of bed is already an achievement, and that is okay. Life does not demand that we always be extraordinary. It only asks that we be honest and remain present. In the end, the greatest courage is not conquering the world, but facing ourselves, facing fear, wounds, and doubt without denying them. Because when we stop fighting our life experiences and begin to live them with awareness, we do not merely survive, we grow.
Meaning that grows along the journey. Life is not about conquering everything in front of us. It is not about reaching a perfect finish line or proving that we have all the answers. More often than not, life is about becoming wiser, becoming more aware, and becoming more honest with ourselves as we move through each season. Many people spend their lives waiting for meaning to appear at the end of the journey. They believe that once they achieve success, once they heal completely, or once everything finally makes sense, then meaning will arrive. But meaning rarely waits at the destination. It grows quietly along the way, in moments we often overlook. Meaning grows in the small, difficult steps we take when no one is watching. It grows in patience when progress feels slow. It grows in acceptance when life does not unfold as planned. Often, the moments that feel the heaviest are the ones shaping us the most, even if we cannot see it at the time. When we stop treating life as a battle that must be won, something begins to shift inside us. We no longer measure our worth by how much we control, how fast we move, or how strong we appear. Instead, we begin to value depth over speed, honesty over perfection, and presence over achievement. There is a quiet peace that comes from accepting life as it is, not as we wish it to be. This acceptance does not mean giving up. It means understanding that growth does not always look like progress. Sometimes growth looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like letting go. And sometimes it looks like simply staying when leaving would be easier. As we learn to walk with life rather than against it, we begin to see ourselves more clearly. We recognize that our struggles are not signs of failure, but evidence that we are alive and growing. Every challenge, every delay, every unanswered question becomes part of the story that is shaping who we are becoming. In the end, life does not ask us to master it. It asks us to live it, fully, honestly, and with awareness. And when we do, meaning does not need to be chased. It slowly reveals itself, step by step, through the journey itself.